Now, tonight, the government has been dealt another blow, with the High Court declaring the Privatisation Act unconstitutional. The High Court ruled that the act that could have seen 11 parastatals privatised, including the Kenyatta International Convention Centre, was enacted in contravention to the dictates of the Constitution. Justice Chacha further declared the KICC a national monument. Brenda Wanga reports.
The ghost of public participation in the lawmaking process has come to haunt the Kenya Kwanza government again. The government's ambitious plan to privatize a number of public entities through the Privatization Act of 2023 will not materialize after all. The entire act now declared unconstitutional, null and void.
A declaration is hereby issued that the National Assembly did not conduct reasonable, meaningful, adequate and effective public participation before passing the Privatization Act 2023. The entire Privatization Act 2023 is therefore unconstitutional, null and void.
The iconic Kenyatta International Convention Centre is amongst the parastatals that could have gone under the hammer had the act stood the constitutionality test.
The decision to privatize Kenyatta International Conference Centre or Kenyatta International Convention Centre, a national monument, contravenes Article 10, Sub-Article 2 of the Constitution, read with the provisions of the Monuments and Heritage Act, and is therefore unconstitutional, unlawful, and void.
Justice Chacha Mwita in his ruling not only declared the act unconstitutional, but also stated that the planned sale of KICC went against the Monument and Heritage Act since the building was a national monument. The act, signed into law by President William Ruto nearly a year ago, was designed to give the executive power to dispose of public assets, prompting the opposition to move to courts to challenge the act. The act gave a cabinet secretary seemingly unhindered powers to identify assets for privatization and initiate the process, with the possibility of bypassing Parliament's role in oversight in the law-making process. The act provided that if a decision to ratify the sale of public parastatals was not made by the National Assembly in 90 days, then the decision would be deemed ratified. The judge also found this unconstitutional. The opposition party ODM moved to court to challenge the act on grounds that some of the parastatals, like the Kenya Pipeline Limited, the Kenya Seed Company and the Kenya Literature Bureau, were key to the country's national security that needed to stay in the control of the government for the same reasons. Under the Privatization Act of 2023, now declared unconstitutional, a total of 11 state corporations would have been privatized. Aside from the KICC, the new KCC, the National Oil Corporation, the Kenya Vehicle Manufacturers Limited, the Mwea and Western Kenya Rice Mills, Rivertex East Africa and the Numerical Machining Complex, amongst others, would have been sold. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.